Samuel Leeds here, and I have just invested into Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. I get asked about this all the time. I'm not an absolute expert, but I have spent quite a bit of time talking with people that do know a lot about cryptos and Bitcoin. It's really funny because the first day I bought two coins, which was actually quite expensive because I got in late. I bought them for about £7,000 each. I know some people that have bought loads of them. You know, the first day I bought them, the following day they'd gone up by about £400. I was like, yes, bingo, this is great. And then now they've dropped. Now they're on at 12,444 when I paid 14. So I'm feeling a little bit bummed out. But the thing is with Bitcoin is you can't really watch it every day and be like, oh yes, great, and oh no, not so good. Would I advise you invest in Bitcoin? What are my thoughts on it? I'll tell you the good first, then I'll tell you the not so good, and then I'll give you my wrapped up conclusion thoughts. The good is, my main problem I had with Bitcoin beforehand, I mean, I was sat down next to a guy who, in South Africa, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he said that he bought Bitcoin like 9 years ago when it first came out, and he invested £800, and now he showed me his account, it's gone up now, it's like 20, I think it's 24 million. So I'm saying it's 24 million just through Bitcoin. And I said, that's fantastic, you're very wealthy now, you're a multimillionaire, but what value have you added? You know, what value have you brought to the world? How have you helped people? How have you added to society? And he answered me, but I didn't get it. And for me, I only want to do something when I'm adding value because I believe that money follows value. If that's not the case, I don't understand it. If I don't understand it, I'm out. However, after talking with some other guys like Louis Thomas and Marcus de Maria, I do kind of understand a little bit more now about how it does add value, because the thing is, with cryptocurrencies, it's a way of making payment very, very simply, a bit like PayPal, but even easier, anywhere in the world. So it's a really straightforward way of making payment whereby currencies are not needed. So that kind of makes sense because Bitcoin isn't a currency. So I kind of get that now. So I guess it does add value. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to disappear because there's a lot of people that live their whole lives based on Bitcoin. There's villages that just everything they buy is through Bitcoin. And it's been around now 9 years. It's getting stronger and stronger. I don't think it's going to disappear. I don't think it's going to crash. I think it's probably going to go up. I think it will continue to go up. That's my thoughts. But who knows? It might get overtaken by another coin. Who knows? So I guess that's kind of the good. I have invested myself into Bitcoin, just a couple coins. I'm going to watch them like my pets. The bad is that you don't get any rent off Bitcoin. So, you know, the thing I love about property investing is you get paid twice. You get paid once in rent, passive income, cash flow, but then you also get paid because when the properties go up in value, you then get paid capital appreciation. Of course, you've got taxes on that, capital gains tax, but you've got taxes on Bitcoin, you've got taxes on pretty much anything. If you're making money, I'm happy to pay tax. So that's the one thing. I don't like the fact that it can, like the guy who went up and he made 28 million, that is not cash that he can spend. So unless he sells, so that's a slight problem. And then the other problem, I think, is that there is risk with it. Now, there's risk with any investment. There's risk with money in the bank. There's risk in property. The thing you need to do is educate yourself so you can minimize the risk. But even people that are making really good money in Bitcoin and cryptos will not deny that it could crash. They could lose their money. And for me, I wouldn't feel comfortable making all my money in cryptocurrencies. I want to diversify it a little bit. Whereas I think property is very safe. Property's bricks, mortar, you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. Even if the economy crashes, you're still going to get your rent. In fact, in recessions, usually rents go up because people can't afford to buy. So my general advice, wrapping it all up to you guys, would probably be, I think you should invest in Bitcoin. I was really surprised at how easy it was to buy. I thought it was going to take weeks. I thought I was going to have to set up a really complicated account. It's going to be really hard. It's not. It's a real easy process. I bought 2 Bitcoins within a few hours. So it's really straightforward and it's quite nice watching it on your phone, seeing where it's going. Don't get emotionally involved. Do invest in it, I would probably say, but don't invest more than you cannot afford to lose. So I bought 2 Bitcoins, but you can buy 1, or you can put like £10 into Bitcoin. You can invest a little amount, something which you wouldn't really notice if it was gone. But if Bitcoin does go crazy and it goes up to £100,000, then, you know, then you've made some money. Also, you can buy things with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up like crazy, Richard Branson, I don't know if I told you this before, but Richard Branson invited me to go to space with him when they do the space rides. And I think it costs like £200,000. So my thoughts are, Richard Branson has just announced that you can pay for going to space through Bitcoin. So if by the time he goes to space, my Bitcoin has gone up, I'll be paying Richard Branson in Bitcoin. So that's my thoughts. So hope that's helpful, and see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you benefited from that video, please do share it with your family and friends. For more videos like it, you can watch right here. And if you'd like to spend 2 days with me at the Property Investors Crash Course, watch this video, see what happens. But whatever you do, don't forget to subscribe right here, and I'll see you next time.